Hello! Okay, welcome in all my friends. Lazy Retired Granny here with part 2 of expressions I have while watching Mike's video. We are continuing with the yellow. Only color we are doing at this time. And I do apologize if this is dark. I don't know what is going on. I have now turned off the light pad to see if that's a little bit better. Yeah, so I just don't know what is going on. I haven't changed anything at all, and so Mike, guess what I did this morning? Yeah, I was on the Temu site. I've had that $5 credit for quite a long time, and I thought, I'm gonna go in and see if there's anything that I want. So yeah, they had some lightning deals. Couldn't resist. And I thought, for the price, I'm going to check it out and see what happens. I'm not out a lot of money if they aren't to my liking. Which they probably will be. I'll do anything. Unless it's blurry and I can't read it or the canvas is deformed. I've only had, I think, 2 canvases that I've actually thrown out because they were so bad in 5 years. So that's a pretty good record, I think. Were all the canvases picture perfect? No, but they were good enough. They were fun, and that's what it's all about. All about having fun and relaxing and just enjoying what I do. So, what did I order? Well, they had a lightning deal of an 8-pack. Now, these are smaller canvases, and I'm kind of, from doing these, I'm kind of liking those little ones to do every once in a while. And so it's a mystery pack. So I love mystery packs. Now, I'm sure it's going to be ones that I have not done before because they're 25 by 25. And my mystery packs have been 30 by 40. So now it could be a painting that I've done in a bigger size maybe, but I don't know. We'll find out. But the price on the 8-pack, $2.87. $2.87. So I thought, I cannot go wrong. I mean, come on. So we'll see what I get. So then, yeah, so if you want that lightning deal, you better get in and type in multi-packs. And yeah, I'll bring them up. One, they're all sold out of. And otherwise I would have gotten 2 of them. But alas, I have to wait. Now, the second one I ordered, I'm kind of taking a chance on. It is a 79 by 34 centimeters. So that's a good size. And DP Crazy Lady, it's the one that we saw on a different site, which kind of reminded me of Agatha Raisin's house on this show that I watch on Acorn TV, which is from the British shows. And I went ahead and I thought, I'm just going to order it and see how it's rendered. I have no idea if this is actually a painting from another artist or whatever. I don't know. I do not pay attention to that stuff. Other people do. They will not do paintings that are hijacked from artists or whatever it is that they do. I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing. But anyway, that was, I think, a Lightning Deal too. And it was $5.66. So I thought, well, that's a pretty good deal for that size of canvas. We'll see how it renders out. And then the last thing I got was, no. Wait a minute, that's another painting. No, the one that reminds me of Agatha Raisin was $3.95, and it's a 30 by 40. So I just want to see how it renders. Just kind of an experiment. So anyway, I got that. All right. And then the last painting I got was the $5.66. And it's the 79 by 34 centimeters. And it's also a painting that I saw somewhere else. So I don't know if it's an artist painting or not. So that's my order. So my total with my $5 credit was $7.48. So I thought, yeah, I can do that. So it'll be here in about 3 weeks. I can't remember exactly what they said. Let me see if it says on my paper. I'm not really for sure. August 14th is a date. It says order time August 14th. I don't know what that means, so I'm sure once it updates on my account, then I'll know more if I'm going to get another $5 credit or not. And another thing, on one of my orders, it said it was a pre-order, and I looked to see what that meant, and I was still confused. So if anybody knows, I've never seen that before. So if anybody knows what that means, let me know. So in this session, we're going to try to get all the yellows done. And then I've got to get this uploaded before I leave. It's currently, well, the online app says it is at 10:30. I don't think I set the time. a.m. here in sunny, hot Salem, Oregon. It said it was 83 degrees or 28 Celsius. Now, my temperature thing that's in the shade outside says that it's 89 where I live. Any way you look at it, it's hot. But when I went out there this just before I came upstairs, I thought, oh, it feels like it's cooled down a little bit. But no, the temperature had gone up. Actually, I lied. It said it was 92. I'm sorry. It was 80 whatever earlier. It had gone up a few degrees. So I don't know why, unless they haven't updated their site for temperatures, I don't know. And my son posted on Facebook that he's in Kentucky. They're at their destination and raining and like 78 degrees or something. But I looked on the weather site and it's supposed to warm up there in the next few days. But they're still getting rain. That's just amazing to me how it can be warm and raining, but I guess that's the way it is there. Or you people that live in the Midwest and yeah, just a whole different weather environment than here. Oh, I need some more yellow. Yellow mellow. Remember that song? Was that by Dylan? Da 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 da. They call me Mellow Yellow. I don't remember how the song goes. I am not much of a song buff or music buff. I mean, I know portions of songs, but I like listening to music, but yeah, I don't. Guess I forgot to put wax on my pen. I'm using blue wax this time around. I have been using blue. So yeah, I still got chores to do. I'm not being very productive this morning. I got engrossed in Temu, and it's like, whoa, I haven't done the dishes, I haven't made the bed, and I need to do another video because now it's uploaded. Didn't work on my diamond painting. So yeah, I gotta, as soon as I'm done here, I have got to get busy. I gotta go down there and get everything done. Get out of my muumuu and get dressed. I did get my hair done, but and Ellie's just chilling in bed. I think it's cool in the bed. She's laying on the sheets. Although it is cold down there because I had the AC going. And she moseyed outside and went potty, and then she came right back in. It's like, ugh. She didn't want to be out there. the AC going here. Oh, I should have brought up my readers. I don't have my light on, so I can't see it as well. Because for some reason I am not bright. I wonder if I try to put my... I just don't know, I'm shining the light right on it, but... I think those are all T's. Sorry, I got to turn on my light. Oh, there's another one. Which I think kind of makes it darker. I'm making you seasick? I don't know. Well, you're probably not watching me diamond paint. You're just listening to me rattle on. So, does anybody remember? All right. I do not remember too much of TV in the 50s. I was born in 53. The earliest recollection I have of watching TV, I was really small. I have no idea how old I was. I remember watching a scary movie at night with my cousin. And then the next memory I have of TV, I was probably around 6 or 7, and my dad and stepmom had their friends over, and they were playing like Yahtzee in the kitchen, and their little son and I were in the living room watching TV. And I remember watching The Day the Earth Stood Still. We were scared out of our pants. That was just so scary. These aliens that landed, and yeah, we started making noises and whatnot, and the parents all came in and go, "What are you doing watching that movie?" That's all I remember. And I have watched that movie since, and it's like, are you serious? That scared us? That's nothing. And then my next memory of TV, like I said before, my dad loved westerns and Gunsmoke and Rifleman. What were some other ones? Anything western he watched. And I think in the late 50s, early 60s, that's about all that was on TV, I think. I remember them watching Perry Mason a little bit, but I think it was on as I was going to bed. I was pretty little. And Peyton Place. And boy, we better be in bed sleeping when Peyton Place came on, because that was a hot show back then. Talk of the town. And then I remember, I think probably when we moved And that's when I was in the 9th grade. Or my dad got a new TV. And oh my gosh, it was a color TV. I could not watch it. It really bothered my eyes. And it was like, wow. So they put the old TV, the black and white, out in our little playroom, family room. So I'd go out there and watch TV. Now, I remember watching Laugh-In. I absolutely loved that show. I might not have gotten all the jokes and everything, but it was just a different show than what was usually on TV. It was really racy back then. And I love watching roller derby. Saturday nights, 11:30, stay up late and watch roller derby. I thought that was great. Oh my gosh. Did anybody else watch roller derby? I mean, I'm sure it was, just like the wrestling, it was staged and whatnot, but yeah, the tough girls of roller derby. And that was, kind of the start of TV being on past midnight. And then you could watch, shows until 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I think it was probably around 79. Well, they had been putting in the cable lines in Salem, and we finally got our cable lines, and we got cable TV. So now instead of 4 channels, we had 20 channels or something. And it was very confusing that the TV guide grew like crazy. All these shows that were on at different times and multiple times a week, and you got to see the same thing. And they had HBO and Showtime. But of course those were add-ons and they cost a lot of money. And yeah, they had pretty racy stuff on there back then. And then I went to Eugene, and they had the Disney Channel, which we did not have in Salem yet. And being that I had small children, that would have been a nice channel, but we finally got it. But of course it was super expensive. And you only had one cable company, and that was Comcast. And then they started doing where you could, have your basic cable, and then if you added on Showtime, HBO, there was one other one, I can't remember what it was. And I think then they had a promotion for the Disney Channel. And if you got 3 premiums, then you got a discount. And then that was back before people had multiple TVs. Most people only had one TV. Well, then that started being popular. So I don't know about where you live, but where I live, then they had to come out, the cable company had to come out and it's getting warm in here. Come out and hook you up with the additional TV. And then when we got our first home computer, that thing was huge. And you had to have 2 phone lines, your home phone, because we didn't have cell phones. And then you had to have another line if you didn't want to tie up your home phone because you're on the computer. Then you had to have another line, a second line, to dial up and we only had 3 phone lines to dial up to get into the computer. And sometimes, you had to wait your turn. And sometimes it would be hours before you could get in. Then you finally would get into the computer. And if it disconnected you, oh my gosh, that was the end of the world. What was that we had? Oh, I should remember it, but off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was. AOL. Yeah. So we ended up getting a second line because our phone was always busy because somebody was on the computer. And of course, you couldn't be on the phone if somebody was on the computer. Well, then Comcast was laying lines down to connect to, them, and then you didn't have dial-up. That was a game changer. That was just opened up a whole new world. That was pretty cool. And then, but we still needed a second line, if I remember right. But then, as things progressed, then you didn't need a phone line anymore or something. I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah, things have really progressed. And I remember when the kids were little, we didn't have cell phones. Well, us little folks didn't have cell phones. They were just starting to get phones in cars. They were these big, huge things. And, or you'd see somebody with their cell phone. I don't think they called them cell phone, mobile phones. I can't remember. And yeah, they'd be carrying around these monsters. It wasn't like you could put it in your pocket, you know, like now. They were huge. And, but before then they had pagers, which my kids had pagers, and all it would do, it was, if I remember right, it was kind of like, I think you could send like a message, a text message, what we call text message now. But then, you know, you had to wait for them to answer you. And yeah, they had those, but I don't know, those weren't, if they didn't answer you right away, or, you know, they wanted to ignore you. I mean, you know, just like today. Oh, I didn't see your message. I didn't hear it. But it had this loud beep to it when you got a message. So I don't know. But anyway, I said, well, we're not going to have the pagers anymore. Because they were kind of expensive back then for, you know, just a pager, little thing. So then the cell phone started being a big thing. Now, people were telling me, you know, oh, get rid of your landline and just get a cell phone. And then, you know, you just take that with you. And I guess I just didn't understand the concept. And it's like, get rid of my landline? Are you crazy? Well, I had my landline until I moved in 2012. And I think that's when I got my first cell phone. And I still have issues with remembering to take my cell phone with me. If I go outside, you're supposed to carry the cell phone with you in case somebody calls you. Well, I leave mine inside. People call. I tried to call you. Oh, I was outside. I'm getting better at remembering to take it with me when I'm leaving the house. And I'm finally utilizing some of the features, like Google Maps. So if I need to know where I'm going, it'll tell me how to get there. And then I can actually take a picture or a video while I'm on the go. I can also take it to the store and do price checks. I like that feature. But what I also found out, I was just on the cheapo plan, and I guess when you're out and about, if you go over something, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. Then you're charged extra if you go over your don't know what it is. It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. So, and I'm on my son's plan, and so he'll say, have you been out taking videos or using Google Maps or blah, blah, blah on your phone? And I'll say, yep. Well, you're going to be charged an extra $15 because you went over your minutes, or not minutes, but whatever it is. So we just put me on the unlimited plan because I can never remember. I guess, I don't know, if you use your phone, if you talk on the phone, or you're doing a lot of text or something, I don't know. It's so confusing to me that I don't even want to know. But you're using up your gigabytes or so, I don't know. And so I've just stopped using it for a long time. Why take my phone with me if I can't use it? And so then he put me back on the unlimited plan, which is only like $15 more, so I decided that wouldn't break the bank. And then I could do whatever I wanted. I mean, that's my philosophy. Pay a couple dollars more and be able to do whatever you want and not have to worry about being charged extra for something. Yeah, this whole internet stuff and how computers work and using, uploads and downloads and how fast it is and all that garbage. I mean, it's Greek to me. And at this point in my life, do I care? No, not unless it affects me. Then I just ask my son, oh, why is it taking 4 hours to upload this? And he'll say, I have no idea, because we're supposed to have upload speeds of this, and nobody else but you is uploading at this time. But that is one of the bad things about living out here, is that Comcast isn't out here. When I had Comcast, I had no issues whatsoever. I mean, boom, and things were uploaded super fast. But I guess it costs too much for them to add service in rural Salem, Oregon. And it's just a mile from where we used to live, but that was the end of the road that they went where we used to live. And I begged them, please, please. The internet sucks out here. But I tried crying and pleading and nothing worked. But I've been a loyal customer since 1976. It didn't work. Okay, we got all the yellows done on this session. Yay! So hopefully when I get back from being out in the heat wave, I can come up here and we can do the next session and finish up this sheet. Yeah. So we are done with the yellows for this page. And then we still got the yellows for, there it is, this other sheet. So yeah, we got 24 stickers. That's a lot of stickers. I don't think I paid that much for these. Oh, you know what? I wrote down the prices of all this stuff that I paid, and I forgot to bring it. Oh well, I'll bring it next time. So yeah, okay. And just FYI, 33 more days to fall. So I guess that is it for this session. So next one we'll start down here and get everything filled in. That shouldn't take very long at all. It's hardly any. Okay, talk with you later. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.